Well, hey y'all. The topic for today is going to be when should you change the ball joints or tie rod ends in your car or truck. I'm going to make this short and sweet because it's really quite simple. If you're watching this video, you've probably been to your local mechanic shop and they've got your car on the lift and they're telling you that you need to replace your ball joint or your tie rod ends or suspension bushings or whatever. I'm going to give you a little bit of insight into when that should take place and for the most part explain to you why you need to change your ball joints. Now, the early signs of a ball joint failure are almost always your front end squeaks. You go kind of like that. Typically what that is your ball joints screaming in pain because they have no more grease in them. What a ball joint is this guy right here on the end. It's just a little metal sleeve that's pushed into a hollow part on the end of your suspension control arms. On the other end of it is this guy here, which mounts to your spindle, which is what all your brakes and your wheel mount to, and it turns like this. Well, actually it's like this or like this because you have a top and a bottom or one or the other. Basically this swivels. It's designed to move like this. When you hit bumps, I mean, everything moves around like this. Well, what happens is when these are built, most modern cars do not have grease fittings on them. These are pre-filled with grease, and what that grease does is it lubricates this metal ball that's inside of this metal socket. There's just kind of like a hip joint. There's like a ball shaped socket, and the ball just sits right in there. There's no metal clip or retainer or anything like that that keeps this from popping out. The only thing that keeps this from popping out is the grease, which prevents the metal from wearing. And the metal, when the grease is gone, will basically just start wearing, just like a shoulder joint or whatever will. And eventually it'll get sloppy, and at some point in time it will actually separate. Now, that's a disastrous event. I mean, I'm sure you all have seen a car sitting on the side of the road and the front tire's all wadded up underneath the front end of the car, and that's what has happened. If you visualize your wheels mounted here to this, and this socket separates, your wheel's just gonna go whoop, and you're gonna run over your wheel. If you're at highway speeds, in all likelihood, you're gonna total your car because it's gonna completely lock up one of your tires and jam it in to where your feet go. Another recommendation that I would make is when you get your vehicle serviced, have the mechanic inspect these rubber boots. There's supposed to be a waterproof seal, this rubber boot here, to keep the grease in and the water and rust and debris out. So this one, you can clearly see the boot is completely shot. Typically this will happen around 100,000 to 150,000 miles, but there's no set number. It depends on your climate and everything else. But once this boot tears, which I see probably 50% of the cars that come in have torn boots. What that does, it allows moisture in, water, and the grease to come out if there's any left. And on your lowers, which is what this is, basically it's like a bowl. If water gets in there, it don't come out, till it dries. So you can't feel this, but this is sloppy. It's got a lot of play in it. I'll show you the other one. If you run that long enough, this happens. This is your ball. You can clearly see that it's not round anymore. It's very rusty. These will actually pull completely out. There's, like I said, no clip retaining. It's only this boot to keep the grease in and to keep this lubed. When you hear that squeaking, it's this going inside of there. It's metal to metal. So if you value your life or other people's, and you hear your front end is squeaking or your steering wheel's all crooked when you're driving down the road, take your car to your mechanic. These are not that expensive. I typically change out the whole entire control arm. It's easier that way. Then you get new bushings and ball joints all one piece, and it's quicker for the mechanic. Show you a picture of this car. He got lucky, it just came apart in the driveway. Now a tie rod end is basically the same thing, but your ball and socket basically there's an arm in the front of your car, and it goes like this when you turn the wheel, and that makes your wheels do this. So they are the same basic design, and they can fail in the same manner. So if a tie rod fails, your wheels are going to be like this, and one's going to go boop, and the same thing is going to happen. So tie rod ends are cheap, 20 to 50 bucks a piece. You can buy a whole control arm assembly ready to go in your car, typically for $100 to $200 a piece. If you have a failure of one of these items driving down the road, it'll probably total your car. If you're lucky, you won't hurt yourself or somebody else. So inspect your boots. If the boots are torn, just replace them. This is much better to do as a preventive maintenance thing than if you wait too long. You wait too long, could cost you your life, will cost you your car probably, unless you just get lucky. But ball joints, tie rod ends. Now you know.